Alright, so this is vlog number 3. I actually did. I actually tried to do one earlier and my camera ran out of space and deleted the video, so I have to start again. Okay, so my topic today is about our relationship with money, and I have so much to talk about, and I have to try to condense it down because it's really hard to talk about money, and I realized that, and this is actually pretty important to me because I'm in the personal finance niche, and my demographic is aimed towards gamers, like video gamers. As you've noticed in my last few videos, I love video games and I love talking about money, and this is where I think that that I need to flesh this out in order to help not only my not only my not only my audience and my future fans, but also for myself as well. It's a journey of self-growth. Um, so my views on money is that it is merely a tool to get to where you want. My dad instilled this in me in a very long time, in a very short time, and a long time ago, where he told me you should always have something. You should always have something stored for just in case, but you should not also be afraid to spend it on something that you would really want. I wonder if I could just flip the camera here for a moment, which I can't. So I'll just show you. Nope. Okay, never mind. I think I'll show my motorcycle next video. Anyway, but yeah, I bought a motorcycle for myself because I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go get a motorcycle, and so I did. So, yeah. So, but there's this other part of it that I found it really hard to talk about, which is me receiving money. Like, I understand this is an exchange deal, but I am comfortable giving money, but receiving it is another problem. And this is where a lot of people, especially those who are content creators, whether they be writing or live streaming or making videos, I see this all the time on Twitter when I talk to fellow YouTube creators and fellow Twitch streamers. Most of them, well, maybe not all, but more like most of them feel very, very uncomfortable, especially when they're small. I'm still very small. I only have like sub 100 followers, I guess. I mean, sub followers? No, it's more like around. I think at my peak I had like 500 followers on Twitch or whatever. I wasn't around for that long, but my point is that a lot of people have this really weird, insane view that if they put their donation link out there, they won't be able. They feel like they're begging their audience for money, and this is absolutely wrong. In fact, if you don't provide a way for your viewers, for your fans to go contribute to you, it's you being selfish, as like Brian said. And it's actually kind of shitty. Pardon my language, I'm a sailor here. It's kind of really crappy when people feel that way, when they feel that they're soliciting money, and I still feel very uncomfortable doing that. So I want to change that, and I realize that if you give people a way to appreciate you, they'll give you that in return. And I'm starting to realize that now. It's kind of funny because, I'll tell you a funny story. So, a bit of background. I just recently got into real estate investing. So, the building I'm sitting behind here is actually my first real estate investment. I bought this 4-unit property, and I'll quickly show here. Fuck, it's hard. I don't know. I don't know if it's a brief, but basically, during the winter, I was in a pickle. I had to fly out. I have a parking lot, and during the winter, I had to fly out really fast. Like fly out. I had to fly out in less than a week, and the snow for snowfall just arrived. And I realized I just bought a shovel, a dinky little shovel, and I realized I can't shovel that all by myself. So I was forced to hire a contractor, and and um, and I realized, and while I do understand, okay, I'm trading the fact that even though I would rather do it by myself, it's much more worth it to get an expert to pay an expert to do the job for you correctly, which is so that you can free up your time, more importantly your time, but also they have the tools and the expertise needed to do the job correctly. But anyway, I digress because it's now May. It's near the end of it's almost June, and I've contacted this contractor at least 3 times, and he still hasn't provided me with an invoice. I know I probably owe him like $2,000. I don't know what to do at this point. I've contacted him 3 times. I emailed him like a couple of times. He still hasn't came back with me with an invoice, and I don't know what happened. I want to pay this guy, but I can't. So I'm like, sure, it is okay and nice, but I feel very guilty because I want to pay this person for doing his services. It doesn't matter what my opinion is of how I think of his service, but if I can't pay him, how do I express my appreciation on the fact that he came to me at such short notice to plow the whole lot? And I'm like, what the hell, guys? What the hell? So yeah, this is also the same thing for people in the entertainment industry, whether you're live streaming or making videos. and if you do YouTube content, if you do live streaming on Twitch, you should already know by now that you will not earn any money. Well, you'll earn some money, but not to great degrees, and most of it won't go directly to you, by the way. If you just rely on ads, it's absolutely not sustainable. So that's why a lot of more successful streamers would say, here's my Patreon link, go donate to me here. And the problem is that a lot of people just feel very guilty, especially in the sphere, especially if you're very small, that people feel very guilty that they don't want to give out this link because they feel like they're begging money from people. And it's really the opposite. People want to give you money because they appreciate the time, the effort, and the work you put in to entertaining them. This is the reason why people like, you show up to do the work, to do the job, and if no one comes, and if you don't provide a way for people to pay you, they're not gonna pay you. Like, don't get me wrong, there's probably a lot more people who want the free stuff, the free entertainment you give them, but there's always people who are like, I wanna show you my support 100%, and if you don't provide them a way of doing it, they're not gonna show you that support. And this is something I still have to figure out how I have to explain this to my audience, especially now that I'm going to be creating content for other people. And this is something that all of you guys should also realize. And I'm really glad that I encountered this question. So it's quite an important question, and I hope that you guys realize how important the question, what is your relationship with money, is. I hope that you see this and it blew your mind as much as it did, and I'll have to figure out how to present this to my audience later on, because like I said, I'm in the personal finance niche and this is quite important to me, and as business people and fellow entrepreneurs, we need to understand this. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. I might have another vlog video sooner or later tonight and actually stand in an actual light source this time. So yeah. Anyway, I'm waiting for a contractor. I hope he shows up. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.